Okay, so let's solve another Leetcode problem. This is 1127 user purchase platform. So we are given one table called spending, and it has four columns. So user ID, spend date, platform, and amount. So let's see how it spans out. So here for each user ID, the spend date is mentioned, and also on what platform they have done their transaction, and what is the total amount. So the result we want is, again, we want in output the spend date, the platform, but and the total amount and total users, right? The only tricky part here is in the platform we are introducing a new category called both, in case a user done some purchasing on the platform from both the devices, mobile and desktop. So let's see an example. On uh, this 1st of July, user ID 1 has done transaction both from mobile and desktop, right? So the total number of user will be 1, right? But the total amount will be summed up, and it will be 100 plus 100 as 200. Okay, so this is the only thing, one thing we have to consider. Along with that, we have to consider one more thing, which is if there are no transactions done for any by any particular user on a given date from both the platforms, we have to introduce this 0 and 0 as well. So I'll show you how this becomes the code a little lengthier. Otherwise it's a pretty straightforward challenge. So let's jump into our SQL editor, and again, as always, let me copy paste all the code here. Okay, so we have inserted into the table spending, and let's just see spending. Yeah, this looks good. Let's just comment it out as of now. So first we will denormalize the data. By that, what I meant to say is having user ID and spend it will be there. Along with that, we'll say that okay, is mobile is the platform, and is desktop, and also mobile amount and desktop amount. Okay, so let's first do that. And this is very easy to do with case statement. So you can see we are doing if the platform is mobile, then say yes, and we'll create a new column. This many columns we have created, and this is how it is coming. And we are also grouping by the user ID and spend it, right? So for user ID one, okay, user ID one has done the purchase from both the platforms, so it is coming yes, yes, and all the amounts, right? So once we have that, the next step is to aggregate these values, right? So what we'll do is. Uh, we will just take this amount, and instead of that, let's do it this one. So what we are saying here is case one is mobile is yes and is desktop is yes, then both, because we are creating the platform column now, and in platform column we have a new category called both, right? So this is what we are doing, and also we are totaling, summing up the amount, the total amount uh, with NVL as well, because as you see, our first intermediate table is giving us null values as so we are doing it from that. Let's see how it looks like. So this is one. So we are getting both, and desktop and mobile for different user IDs. Okay. So now once this is done, what we have to do is we have to we already have this particular value. For first user ID it is both, and for second it is there. But the only thing, now if we go back to the result, right, what we are seeing here, So for 2019-17 desktop and total number of users, we almost are there. But now we have to do the count of this user ID. So just can we find the user? But one thing we are not getting, if you see this particular row, right? There is no zero or zero is here. So we'll solve that particular issue. If we see here, we are not seeing that zero or zero in this uh, result set, so we have to introduce that. So let's first solve the count issue, because here we are getting user ID but we need to find the count as well. So it's pretty straightforward, and what we'll do is create one more wrapper on top of it, and we'll make it like this. So we just need to group by the spend rate and platform. Alright, so this is almost with there. The only thing is to find the right, we have to include that both where none of the user has purchased, and from both the platforms, and we have to insert as a new record with 0 and 0. So how can we do that, right? So the easiest way to do it is to create another temp table which will have all this union values, right? So by that, what I mean is, if you do a select distinct spend date from each table, so first July you are getting again both all the three platforms, and all the second July also we are getting this one. Now, if we join this two, right, with a right outer join, and we will find out that when this will come second July both, the initial table doesn't have any record, so it will give us uh, null for this particular set, right? So for second July. So let's join that and see how it works. Okay. All you have to do is select, so to make it as total amount, and start from, with this again alias as a, and right after join, we can give this as alias b, and spend it and platform. Without score stuff. So let's see what this result gives us. Okay, so this is desktop both, and here you can see this is what we want, and here we are getting total users, and this is as null. So what we have to do, we are almost there. We need these values, and this as well. So this one, that's the last one. It's E, and this L, because here if you see it is null, so we have to change it to 0. So this is what we exactly want to. So we have now introduced this particular record as well. So this is the solution. This becomes a little lengthy because of this particular record, but yeah, this is a good challenge to have and to find out how we can solve this one. Okay. So thanks for watching this. I'll see you guys in the next one.